Welcome back to Business on City News 570, powered by Cowan Insurance, and joined on the line by Heather Durham. And she is with Cowan Insurance. And Gregory, we wanted to talk with Heather today about business insurance and some of the things that are, especially our small businesses, should be aware of.
Yeah, Heather, you're a commercial lines sales representative for Cowan. And you're talking to small businesses every single day. And, surprisingly, there are some small businesses that the last thing they think about doing when they set up their small business is to phone their insurance broker and find out where they need to cover themselves. So let's talk a little bit about that from a small business perspective. What are those important areas that small businesses need to focus on to make sure that they're protected and they protect their investment in their business?
Yeah, absolutely. I deal with a lot of small businesses and specifically a program that I deal with, Beautician's Choice, ensuring estheticians and hairstylists. And a lot of these people are working from home and they don't even think about having insurance because they think they're covered from their home insurance, which 99% of them are not, and they're not even considering their customers coming and see them and slipping and falling, and the professional aspect of coverage that they need in case one of those clients then comes back and tries to sue them after a service. So commercial general liability and professional liability are extremely important for these small businesses.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the things that they may overlook? I mean, you talked about, there's the basics, liability and some of those things, but would be some of the things, or at least maybe the way to describe this, what are the questions they should be asking of someone like yourself that they need to be aware of that may not be top of mind?
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I for sure say, even if they're not going to place their insurance with me, is tell their home insurance provider that they are running a business through their home. Because if they have a claim and they didn't disclose this information, their claim could be denied. Make sure that they are having coverage for their contents or equipment because their home insurance wouldn't provide coverage for their business equipment. And business interruption, crime coverage.
Now, just before we move on, for that working from home, many will not be full-time at home. Does it make a difference if you're working a couple of days at home and 3 days in the office, as an example? Do you still have to disclose that level of detail to your provider, meaning that your home base is still the office, but you may be required or allowed to work a couple of days in your home office setting? Does that make a difference?
Absolutely. You still have to let them, even though if you're doing it 1%, you still have to let them know.
Okay. And
I think this is where the problem is. Like, people it's not only going to affect your business, it's going to affect your personal life. Absolutely. You're operating a business out of your home. You have, a catastrophe in your house where you've got a claim to present. You present that claim, and then the insurance company finds out, oh, gee, they're actually operating a business in there. All of a sudden, there's non-disclosure issues that could void the insurance that's on your home itself. So forget about your business. Think about your own personal situation as well. It just makes clearly sense to contact your broker, and then you want to make sure, especially in the case of an esthetician or beautician operating out of their home. I think, Heather, you would agree with me 100%. When you've got consumers from the outside walking into your home to get a service that they're paying for, the liability exposure is more dramatic than you would think. And
absolutely.
You want to make sure your house, your business, and your person are protected by making sure you've got good commercial lines liability. So give Heather a call because she'd be happy to talk to you about all of your needs.
Absolutely.
All right, listen, it's been great. We've been joined by Heather Durham, and she's in the commercial lines rep at Cowan Insurance Group.